DK, supposedly the Sutradhar for today. The symposium from IIT Kanpur to IIT Delhi, and making the symposium as our annual conference for CERC also. In terms of speakers that we've been having some interesting speakers over the period of time. So this is Professor Matt Bishop from UC Davis. I'm here for good. MTech? MTech will show up more. There has to be 100 plus.
Distinguished alumnus of IIT Delhi. There was a lot of debate about whether India should create such specialized institutions or look for broad-basing institution. Because IIT will become famous for activities like this. Not MTech, and there are PhDs that figure out. So I do want to know, and that's one of the purposes here.
Because as thinking human beings, we think that feeling is an irrational act. When the bug catches people, so you're trying to plan it. When I do PhD, then I will get a feeling. Okay? One feeling, I want to do something, and a negating feeling, not now. Right?
But if it is classified, it has to be protected sometimes only for a finite period of time, maybe for 1 year. After that, the information can be made public. The output is purely defined by the function inside the computer and the input that is fed. It is only I which is uncontrolled across the board, everywhere. It's basically because I is not properly checked, it's not validated, we get into all sorts of.
But essentially, when you enter your username and password and send over both, then you cannot see anything in the URL. So it's sent as the message body. So Q is a parameter name, like we have C is I or something like that, and is equals to test is the data that you are passing.
Can you just give me an example?
So this is how HTTP.
So that comes under the hack section as well. So apart from that, so that is one packers, UPX to Andromeda, Nanomite.
Privacy, of course, what we are primarily targeting includes business privacy, both of the sexes involved. Certain overcoat kind of thing, for example, MIT thread, if you see, that's just like a fashionable overcoat. They come in under many other forms as well, depending upon what is that I want to sense, allergies and other kind of things. So they are all related to the user's own safety. The variable system I am talking about, if that single node fails, it's giving a single point of failure, right? But suppose somebody is able to hack into the single.
So this is how today a modern data center looks like. So you've heard through various talks. What you're trying to really protect inside your data center is your compute infrastructure, your network infrastructure, and your data. So this is how today's an endpoint looks like today, right? So you have a physical machine or hardware that is there. Similarly, advanced malware is no longer relying on tampering anything on disk or in memory. There are techniques to protect.
Scale is one challenge that is just working on. We are looking at millions of workers. That the policy-based management and distributed policy is the way that we are starting to look at how to manage the response. Essentially, it's encapsulation of networks, and there are new kind of protocols coming up. Like Geneve is one protocol that VMware is we are going to work.
And this got accepted in the 13th annual conference on privacy, security and trust. So via the API, there are no network details. You don't get to know what the friend of a person is unless they're probably back. But likes and comments come much after the post is already there on the network. We want to do it as soon as the post appears. So likes and comments and shares, these are features which generate over time. We got back to Facebook after 4 months.
The stage here.
That is the secure one.
Well, everyone is still clear about all these four scenarios, but exactly we are going here. So, critical information, or if it was something related to critical information in an organization, then downloading should not be allowed. That was behaving like a keylogger. If it was getting all the information, all the patterns like you told me, it will be in encrypted form. Like, see what exactly we are doing through these servers.
So that is in confidential data, that is sensitive data, but that might not count to individual's privacy if it is misused. And our constitution makers did not think that privacy should be expressed direct, hence it was not. In India, we have this debate going on whether privacy is a fundamental right or not, right?
Commercial information has a value attached to it. For those who want to get into the field of information security, how many have worked on Metasploit? You know, in 98, 99, 2000, it used to be more network-based attack, emails. But most important, what is actually happening is apps, effective apps. And the most, some of the most targeted systems are Android. And depending upon what ports are open, start launching them.
Thanks Manish for putting it out so very well. Security privacy. I just wanted to give an example of what it means. Privacy comes when I go for a registration. Say I go for a UID registration, right? UID asks my passport copy to be presented over there because that's my identity. And next day, when they did not realize information went out, what is that? It remains always confidential. And that's what has resulted in what happened. If this data center was in US, you would have provided access to this. You know, for a moment, take off.
It goes to the poster number 3 and poster number 5. Saying hashtag